Hello everyone, welcome to this event. This is an event from a KA210 project coordinated by Probastion Greece. So I am Juliano Jugarias from Somos Europa, and today we are going to talk about the experience of the trainers in the field of virtual reality, and I'm going to introduce the consortiums. We have from Greece John Telemachos. Um, we have Sisis Carabas, another trainees from Larissa, Beta Schools. Fran Gomez from Tech ID. Isabel Leandro from Inercia Digital. Mario Mikic from a trainee from Stadium Croatia Kulaks. Andrea Masimovic from Stadium from Croatia. And we have the colleagues, other colleagues, Ivana and Sandra from Stadium too. So we are going to start with different questions, and I give the time to John.
Thank you, Julian. How are you? We have to say that the event is being recorded, so everyone should know that what we will discuss today, it will be uploaded in the e-learning platform of the project later. Probably at the end of this month, the platform will be ready. We will tell you more about this in the process of the meeting. Maybe some other partners of the consortium and some stakeholders will join us later. It is a great pleasure to have all of you today, especially some experts from private companies that have provided us some expertise and some of their knowledge. So we're here to discuss about some problems and some difficulties maybe that we have so far during our experience in the classroom. So we have a list of questions that we would like to ask, but maybe we should give the speech to every vet trainer that are joining us today, just to say hello and maybe tell us what they have purchased during the project or they have equipped with. So, if you allow me, maybe we should start from the Greek teachers, the Greek trainers. Hello, Zisis.
Hello.
So,
Hello, everyone.
have you bought something during this project? Any equipment or any software?
During this project, we have bought the masks and the glass VR, 4 masks from the project, and we have enrolled in the platform Class VR to support the VR masks. Okay, that's the reason of the project. As that school, we have to make some lessons using the VR masks at the end of the project. And our experience until now is that we have a technical problem in our school. We have discussed it in the latest meeting. We have not access point or Wi-Fi in all laboratories. So
let's discuss this later, because we want to discuss the difficulties.
Okay.
So I think that's cool for now. So you have bought some masks. How many masks? 4
masks and the platform Class VR, the enroll in the platform to use the software. That's the only things that we have bought.
Perfect.
With the money from the project.
Perfect. We have to say that the whole project and the equipment is co-funded by European Union from Erasmus Plus project, and also this equipment, the budget has been co-founded by 3 organizations from each country by a percentage. So should I give the speech to someone else? Maybe the Spanish trainers have to share some things that they have bought. I think Isabel is the one from Inertia. Am I right?
Well, at the moment, we have tried the glasses, but we cannot use it properly because of the phone. But so we would like to. We are excited about the questions, the questions part.
Okay, perfect. Can the partners, the vet trainers from Croatia, can they hear us now? Maybe.
I'm not sure if they can hear us, so maybe I can answer this question. As far as Croatia is concerned and our institution, we already owned 5 VR sets. These are Vive Cosmos sets, but we were not able to implement them into our work before the beginning of this project. We needed support. So during the project so far, we have mostly invested in education, in training, so we can finally start implementing them, and also in VR contents. So we have participated in a 2-day training event with Tulex, the company whose representative is also here today, and we have really learned a lot, and now finally we can start to actually incorporate VR tools into our classes and work with our adult learners.
Perfect. So I propose to have a round again, and maybe we can continue from what Mr. Karavas, this is left. And maybe it is a question about the difficulties. This is, you told us that you have some difficulties, or also Isabel told us that she has some. So let's discuss about it.
Yes.
This is, do you want to start?
Yes. The main problem for us, it is not a problem for all the others, is that we do not have Wi-Fi in all our building. So when we have to use the Class VR or the masks, we have to take with us a deco access point. So the laptop and the masks are in the same network, and that's the only reason that we can have the project. So it is very difficult to carry with us the deco access point, but I think this problem will be solved in the future. After this, I think there's no problem to use the Class VR and the masks. It is very easy. The platform is very easy. We don't have any questions about the use of the platform. Everyone can, with email, we can register in the Class VR and use the classes. There is no other problem.
Okay, so what?
Gain and we can use the masks, the glasses.
Okay, just to mention that one of the purposes of this project is to address this kind of technical difficulties and try to find solutions. So we should gather all these problems in one guide. So everyone that has the same problem in the future, maybe we should gather the possible potential solutions. So this is a very useful information. We will discuss about the solution maybe later. This is the potential solutions, because you said that you will solve it. Okay, Isabel?
Yes, well, actually, we didn't find problems with the connection or internet. The glasses were perfect. But the problem was especially the phone. So I also tried to download the app, and everything was okay. It seems to me very easy to use. Anybody can try, but the connection with the phone is not this is actually the main issue, that you have to find the last phone in the market. Sometimes it's not easy to find. I was talking with teachers in the University of Huelva. They are already using the VR tech to improve their skills in the class, and they bought 2 different phones, and in the end they are trying to be better in this situation. But for me, the main issue is to really know which is the best brand or phone to use it. Thank you. That's all.
Can I ask you something, Isabel?
Yeah.
Do you remember what kind of equipment do you have? What are the specifications or the brand of something that can help us?
For the VR, yes. If you give me 1 second, I have the info here. Yes.
Maybe Fran knows or
Yes,
not.
Frankie, I'm talking with him.
First of all, hi Fran, nice to have you with us. With us, you are muted. Now we can hear you.
Hi.
Hello, Fran. Nice
I switch the different brands for the telephone. Okay, 1 moment.
Yes.
Okay. Allow me to save some time while you are searching to mention that in Greece, the 6th vet school of Larissa have bought a Class VR from a company called Avantis, that they sell the equipment and the software also. Maybe one thing that we should mention is that it is a locked system. It is not an open system. So these masks can only be used with this kind of software. But the software is very rich, and it is getting enriched every day from the community of teachers that they are using it. So I don't know if Fran has the answer, or maybe we should proceed, and then
maybe we can go further to the next thing, and we will let you know in a couple of minutes. Sorry, but don't worry, we will tell you.
Okay, before we go to the next question, maybe we should ask also Mario from Croatia to tell us about the equipment that the Croatian partners have and they are using, about Vive Cosmos, right? Or something like that. Hello, Mario. Thank you for being here. You are muted also. You are muted, sorry. Now we can hear you. No, we cannot hear you. No. You are unmuted, but we can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. So the equipment is Vive Cosmos equipment. The Vive Cosmos is actually tethered VR, so he has to be connected to computer, and in that way, for this kind of setup, it means that it can actually get better results in graphics by using computer graphics, as I would say for Quest 3 or Quest 2, MetaQuest, right? Oculus is not that advanced. But the point of using either one of these virtual reality setups or headsets is actually to see what best fit for your class. And in this case, Vive Cosmos is great. I love one thing in Vive Cosmos is actually that he can be bent in this axis here in forehead horizontally, so you can easily see your classmate if something is somebody is talking to you or something like that. The second thing is actually easy to use sharing of your view in virtual reality, where you can on your monitor on PC see everyone else can see what you're doing. in other setups like Oculus Quest, it has to be streamed, and it can be problems with that. We encountered very much problems actually using that type of streaming. And for classroom, it's really useful to have streaming for others to see what you're doing, especially when you're trying to present virtual reality or to see to show somebody how something is done inside of the program. So they have 5 of these sets, and the classroom is a little bit stuffed with tables. That's the only problem from my point of view. But actually, if you use this type of setup and you sit in your chair at your table, you can use this virtual reality by using teleport or some other movement features.
Very, very nice. I can see that all of the 3 partners have purchased different kind of equipment. The one that has to be connected to with internet, but they have a computer on their head. The other that have to be connected to a computer so they can cooperate with others. And the other that has to be connected with smartphones, which is very nice in order to do a comparison between equipment and to see what Mario said, that we have to choose what fits in each classroom. It's never one solution for every problem.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah.
Sorry, can I say our the brand for the glasses is RN Real. The app to use it for the phone is Nebula, Nevula, and it's only compatible with iPhone. So this is our main issue.
Yeah, I can see why. Especially if you have to, it is compatible with latest models. I don't know what models are compatible, but yeah, I can see the problem now.
It's a general idea, just to be sure that I can answer properly from our side. But yes, of course, we are working on that, and we are also studying how we can do it. But in general, seems that it is really easy to use. I was checking the app with another iPhone because I cannot have one on my own, but I tried, so it seems very, very easy and useful.
Cool. Julian, I think that you have a question. Am I right?
Yes. I would like to ask to all the people that had the training, was the training that you have during the vetvr.kit project enough, or do you think that it could be more longer, or you need another thing for that training for the future?
Do you want to start? Do you think that the training that you had during the project was enough? Sorry, you are muted.
Okay, sorry. Well, the first training that we have made with Tom Kologitas, I think, was very useful because we have the first contact with the VR glasses, and from there, from this point, every teacher has to work by himself to see the platform, to use the glasses, the functionalities of the VR masks, and the functionalities of the class VR platform. I think in our school we have a program schedule that we have trained some other teachers, but I think then the teacher himself must have to use the platform and the glasses to learn. The first teaching, I think, was enough for us, for me especially.
So before we go to the next one, let me just clarify that it was the first training or the first contact that you have with VR technology. Is that right?
Exactly. Completely the first.
Okay, perfect. So what about the Spanish teachers?
Yes, excuse me.
Did you think that the training was enough from the projects,
Yes.
or there was anything that you should feel that you would need more on that?
Well, there is always some way to improve, but the first contact is okay. So I guess as soon as teachers are using, we will have many other ways and ideas. But for now, it's enough. I think it's okay.
Perfect. And what about the Croatian teachers?
We also had a great first step, but I think that the topic of VR is and VR in education is very wide and complex, and I think we could have 100 more days of education. And our participants were very interested. They had lots of questions. Mario here knows, and I think that we gained great basic knowledge, so we can now start using it and exploring it on our own and keep learning. So I think more training and more education is always a positive thing, but it was a great beginning and we have learned a lot.
Yeah.
Perfect. Of course, we have with us Mr. Philip Francis. Am I saying it right? Hello, Philip.
Hello. Philip Francic. Yeah, almost right, but it's okay. I'll take it.
Sorry for that.
No problem.
So you are one of the vet trainers that you were trained, right? Am I right? From Croatian side. So you feel free to interrupt us if you have something else to add. Thank you for being here. I agree, of course, with Andrea that we could use 100 more days, but time is limited. So we have to be trained, and then we have to train our colleagues, and then they have to train their teachers, etc., etc. So I think, Fran, do you have a question? Am I right, or not? Do you want to ask something maybe? Oh.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so I would like to ask something to everyone. Have you tried to create your own learning material for this equipment yet, or not? And when I say material, I mean virtual reality material, or maybe something else that can combine other objects that are ready from other platforms and the community. I don't know, have you tried to create your own learning material, learning objects?
Well, with the platform, Class VR platform has a wide range of already material in every field: engineer, mechanics, food technology. And when asked Tom Kolekithas to say if we can produce our 3D VR product, he told us some methods, but for us it's very difficult to create a new product because as I think we must buy 3D cameras to create a material. But I think Tom Kolekithas said that we can produce VR material. But for the moment, we use only the platform.
By the way, Tom Kolekithas is the trainer from the Greek side.
From the Greek side.
Maybe he will join us later, maybe. Yes. Okay, so we can see that there is a difficulty in creating 3D objects because you need equipment. Yeah.
I have to say that the Advantage platform, the Class VR, has about 800 ready projects for VR. It's very big.
That's nice.
Libraries that we can find material.
Perfect. What about the others? Is this difficult also to create your own material? What about the Croatian side, maybe?
Well, so far we have not created our own materials. We have used the materials from the Steam platform. It's a great source of VR content in many different sectors. We have found many VR programs, let's say applications, which are very useful for us. For example, in the field of healthcare and medicine, in the field of hospitality, tourism, construction. There's really a lot, language learning also. There's really lots of different materials. Some of them are free of charge, and some of them can be bought. So we will probably buy some of them. And now, for beginning, we're trying out the ones that are free to see what suits us the most. It is compatible with our equipment. I'm not sure if it's compatible with other types of equipment also. Mario will probably know. But yes, so far we have used ready-made, already available contents. We haven't created our own yet.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Isabel?
No, we are trying to do it from now, so I cannot say much about this. We are doing now.
Mm-hmm. I would like to ask, based on what Adria said, because she mentioned a lot of different subjects that they tried to teach or to create. Maybe Mario and then Frank can help us. Is there any subject that we can emphasize on teaching through VR? Mario, is there a right, for example, English language, or it is very generic?
Well, for subjects, actually, you can use in any subject virtual reality. We have a lot of examples of our VR projects that we've done, and some of them are like using virtual reality to get rid of the stage fright in faculty. So in subject, you actually get to be in front of the public and you have to talk. Yeah? And so in another faculty, you can learn in virtual reality about anatomy of human being. And you can learn how to in another faculty again you can learn how to drive Karan. That's the vehicle that gets как се каже, containers from boat. And you can learn how to use it. So actually we've discussed for virtual reality mathematic use, where you can try to get mathematic understanding using the virtual reality and using assets inside of the virtual reality, such as different types of shapes or anything else, and you can arrange them, and then you get better understanding of something, some mathematical usage. So actually virtual reality is absolutely everywhere applicable. And the only question is, do we have resources to develop it?
Yeah, I guess Fran, do you agree with that?
Yes.
I don't understand the software of the develop from the app using the glasses.
No. Actually, what Mario said is that the possibilities are limitless on teaching every subject, depending on what resources we have.
Okay. Yes, I in another projects I use the software Unity. It's for the develop on the app for the glasses.
But you are a developer, right? You're not You are expert.
Yeah, I
as you
am.
were
And my
saying.
college. And my college develop. It's the Unity software. Use the Unity software.
So when we want to teach something, we should be in close contact with companies like you, so we can order what we want to teach, so you can develop it for us. So there is a need of learning design. Okay.
Yes.
Isabel, I see that you want to say something.
Yes, because when we were talking, well, thank you, Mario, for your talk, because yes, I totally agree, can be in everywhere and it's related most of the subjects, but I said before, we are now creating the content because we are doing one go with this engineering mining mapping, which is actually very interesting because it's really useful, the classes. So my question would be, if you cooperate, the trainers, with any other trainer for the teaching process. Thank you.
Nice question. This is, have you cooperated, have you tried to cooperate with other teachers from maybe other specialties?
From our school or from other schools?
Both. Have you
Both.
tried to cooperate with other schools also?
When we do the first training, there came with us 3 teachers from other schools. So the only cooperation is with these 3 teachers. The schedule is that we borrow them the equipment and to use in their school the VR masks. That's the only cooperation with the other schools.
During your teaching process?
During my teaching process, I have do training with electricians, and the agricultural sector and the mechanics. Theophilus is engineering and do the training to the mechanics.
Cool. So it is in the departmental. I can see that, and also you mentioned some nurses, the nursing specialty, or not?
Yes, we have nursing, but we do not schedule something in the future. For now, from the future, we have a schedule that we have made and training for them to present the masks and the platform.
That's really interesting. Cool. Okay, what about the Spanish partners or the Croatian? Have you cooperated with other teachers, maybe, or?
Yes. Spanish, we have to say yes. Actually,
Yes.
my previous question and answer was related to that. So yes, I have to say yes. And it's easier because both of us it's a win-win situation. We both win. So I think it's useful because this is something really new, but it's going to be the future. So as much as we can help each other is better.
Of course.
In case
Andrea?
of Croatia, yes, we have also cooperated with some other teachers and trainers from other institutions. So one of them, for example, is a vet doctor. So she was very interested in VR content related to veterinary subjects, and she got to try that out. And one of the teachers also teaches Latin language and history in another school. And also our colleague Philip here, he's a history teacher, so maybe he can also share something about the VR content related to history teaching that we have tried out during the training.
That would be nice, yeah.
Well, I think VR can be applied anywhere in history. I mean, it's just when you think about it, you can just teleport yourself in some other time and see something from the first perspective, you know. And I think that it would be really great to use in that way.
Maybe you should visit ancient Greece.
Yeah, you could go anywhere. You could go
Yeah.
anywhere. I mean, history can be like the best or the worst subject to the children, depend of your approach. For example, if you're just sitting in a classroom and listening to the years and stuff like that, it's really boring. But this, you can immerse yourself fully in history and you can experience it on your skin. So I think it can be very applicable in history.
Nice.
Nice, very nice, very nice. So there is another question that I want to ask because from all the discussion, I have this. I know that, for example, the Greek school, they have their own IT support. Do you need IT support? This is in order to execute what you have learned in the training. Is it necessary?
Yes.
If we use this equipment, I think the IT support is not necessary. We have some, I am an informatic teacher, so I have a second specialty, so I think there is no problem. It's very
But you need them. You need the IT teachers.
Yes, we need them.
Okay.
Every school needs an IT teacher. But these masks and the equipment that we use is very friendly, and I think there is no necessary, absolutely. We can work even without the IT teacher. That's my opinion.
Cool. Yeah. We need your opinion. Isabel, I think you agree?
Well, I think because he's an informatic, he can see from his point of view, but my colleague Frank, I think we were talking only with the face. Imagine what the other person is thinking. Of course, if at the beginning I try and I'm a good learner, but I think in some point we need an IT support. Maybe not for everything, but it's good. For example, the way we work together in my company, Frank is with me now because of that. We normally work together with the IT support. So I think it's much better to give finally the best of the tool. It's my opinion.
I can see.
If you don't need support, it's better. It's better.
Of course.
Just more easy.
We agree. So what about you, Adria, and the others from Croatia, Philip, etc.? Do you need? It is necessary to have IT support when you want to teach with VR?
I think it's a great thing to have, but also that we shouldn't rely too much on it, because whenever we use technology, there are always some minor inconveniences. And I think that we also need to be ready to try to solve the issues sometimes on our own, to be proactive, not to rely too much all the time on somebody's help. I think we got some basics during the training, and we got good support from the company that we cooperated with. But now we also need to rely on ourselves and try to solve every problem that comes up. So, but it's good to have IT support if you have it in your institution. It's a great thing to have.
Yeah, I agree completely. But when we start using that at the beginning, we will probably need some IT support if there are any unexpected things that happen. But after some time, I think it could be better to learn. And then, of course, if you have some question, it can always be some problems that we have somebody to ask.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, we need to learn it ourselves.
Perfect. I have another question, but I don't know if someone else wants to ask something before.
Maybe me?
Yeah, of course, if you have something.
Did you create your own learning scenarios?
Nice question. This is, have you tried to create your learning scenario for your class?
Yes.
For your class?
We have created 2 learning scenarios for the food technology. That's my specialty. But I use material from the Class VR, the platform. I do not create the product, I use the material from the platform and I put it in my lesson. I use a ready material from the Class VR platform that support. Okay, that's the reason. That's the schedule. Not to create my VRs. I have said previously that it is not very easy to create a VR material. But I use the platform and I make my lessons, and I already have fixed in my classroom using this material from the platform, Class VR platform, and I have made a plan lesson.
Lesson plan, yeah, nice.
Okay.
Isabel, have you created your own scenario? Your
Well,
lesson plan?
not me, but the trainer I'm working with about this engineering mining maps. So we need a specific scenario. We are trying also with the IT help, so it's all connected. So in that case, I need help to learn from the trainer and to learn from the IT. But we are trying, and it's very interesting, I have to say.
Perfect. Philip or the others, have you tried to create your own scenario? Not yet.
Currently, we are still in the process of creating our first scenarios. We are still brainstorming and just sharing all of the ideas that came up during the training. But the same as the Greek partner said, we first want to try to incorporate some already made and existing materials into our classes. So these are our next steps now. We are currently trying to develop some learning scenarios.
Actually, I can't wait to see that scenarios, because we have to develop it through the framework of the project, and we have to upload it in our platform, and also to share with the community of teachers all over Europe. So I really am thirsty to see what you created, and maybe I can adapt that in my classrooms also. Nice, very nice. Anyone else that wants to ask something?
Yes, actually, I would like to ask a question related to your opinions about the future of VR in education. What can we expect? Maybe that's a good question for the representatives of the companies. Yeah. So what do you think is coming, and how do you see the future of VR in education?
Mario, maybe you should, you are the expert here. You and Fran, maybe you know better.
Yes. Well, hopefully virtual reality becomes in all of the used in all of the classes. But one thing we would like to point is, when we make virtual reality educational tools, we don't want to remove the books, since the thing is, virtual reality is good for you to comprehend things, to understand things. We don't promote it as a learning tool. Learning tool is books, when you actually go into virtual reality. Let's say like this: you want to learn how car engine works, and you get, like, I don't know, book with 50 pages, and you have to understand from those pages how engine works. That's difficult. But if you go in virtual reality and you see engine, and then you can take it apart, you can play with it, and you use a little bit of time to joyfully enjoy in those understandings, and then you take book, then the book becomes more significant, since now you are reading something you already tried and played with. and we all like to play with things. So interaction is one of the key uses for virtual reality, and that's where sparks begin to develop, where you get the actually enjoyment in this let's say a learning material, and you get like you're curious more and more about it. So in any subject we can implement virtual reality in any topic, and it can be used as engaging point, as starting point for that topic. So you can use it like 20 minutes, and then rest of the class you use books, and then next 2 hours you use books again. But you had this experience of using virtual reality. So for history example, experience would be as you visited something. So I can, if you physically visited Louvre in France and I visited it in virtual reality, we can talk about it and you won't even know I was in virtual reality. So that's the experience, and that's something in history could be greatly used for learning. And for mechanics is interaction, for physics, mathematics, for even for physical classes. We actually we made virtual reality application for clinic in Osijek, where you have to put up hands and then rotate around yourself and get to those points in virtual reality. But in the same way, you are actually learning yourself for movement, and that's made for the patients who has problems with vertigo. So yeah, in any class, virtual reality, absolutely, but not completely. That's my point.
Very nice to know your opinion. Fran, do you want to agree or disagree with Mario?
Yeah, agree. I think it's very recent technology, and I need to improve, but it is a great future, especially in medicine and education. The classes will be more enjoyable and interactive for students, I think.
Nice. Uh, so I would like to ask if there is any question from the viewers that they are watching us on a Facebook event, on the Facebook page that we have. And in meanwhile, let's try and think if we have something else to ask. I have learned a lot about our discussion. It was nice to have that discussion today. Personally, I'm covered. I don't think I have something else to ask or to add. As I said, I'm very thirsty to see this working on classrooms. And I can, from my side, I can say thank you for being here, everyone, especially Mario and Fran, that they are helping a lot in our project. And the teachers, Mario, Zissis, Theophilos, and the ladies from Croatia, I'm sorry, I don't know their names. And of course, Adria, Isabel, and Julian from the NGOs and the partners from the consortium. I don't know if you have to ask something else.
No, it's okay.
Yes.
Okay, maybe Julian, it is your time to wrap it up. Thanks everyone for being here.
Okay, so thank you so much to all of you for your time, for collaborate for these meetings. So I think that we had a good meeting with good opinions, and also we can use all the things that you mentioned to try to improve the next step of the project. And that's all. So thank you so much. So remember that we have the Facebook page of the project, and also we have a group for the trainers, so you can join. And that's all. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Hello,
Bye for
bye-bye.
now.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Nice to
you.
meet you.